Alrighty.
Good evening, everybody. Tonight, I have the pleasure of introducing our strategic analysis of Mars Incorporated. Mars Incorporated is a privately owned multinational manufacturer. The firm is broken down into 4 brands, each with household recognizable names from Snickers to pedigree dog food. The first is Mars Pet Care, which offers an array of pet care products. The second, Mars Wrigley, which offers classic snack favorites. The third, Mars Food, which offers family-friendly meals. And finally, the last, Mars Edge, which offers products and services to improve health through nutrition. We'll begin by analyzing Mars's current business strategy and model by looking at 8 specific factors. The first factor is value proposition. Though there are 4 brands, Mars is dedicated to delivering accessible, great value, affordable products to their consumers. Of note, the firm has a strong commitment to transparency and ethics. Mars consumers can feel good about using their purchasing power for positive change. Mars reaches dozens of customer segments. For example, the Mars Food brand targets families, while the Mars Pet Care targets pet owners. Mars channels extend via several different routes. The firm remains committed to a transparent marketing and PR approach. Mars is unique in the fact that it interacts with its consumers in various different ways. Mars products can be found from retailers such as gas stations and grocery stores to vet clinics to national associations. Key partners for the firm include stakeholders, suppliers, retail partners such as Walmart, and Microsoft Azure. Looking at resources, the firm is heavily committed to research and development. They also have pet vet clinics, manufacturing facilities, and multiple media resources. Lastly, all the firm's key activities center around their 5 values of quality, responsibility, mutuality, freedom, and efficiency. Some of the most notable activities from the firm are the efficient use of resources, the freedom to make financial decisions as they're a private company, and the responsibility they assume for embracing sustainable practices. Most of Mars's revenue stems from consumers purchasing their wide array of products. In addition, 20% of the firm's revenue comes from their 800 pet care hospitals they own. The firm's costs come from human capital. The firm has a workforce of about 47,000 associates, advertisement, merchandise and distribution, and operational costs such as keeping up their warehouses, headquarters, and pet hospitals. I'll now turn it over to Danielle.
In an external analysis of the company, Mars holds a place in an industry with a relatively low threat of new entrants. There are a few large players such as Hershey and Kraft that are well established among their customer base. Competition is present among these players, but Mars holds a competitive advantage in this market because of their product variety, reputation, and loyal customer base. In a 5 forces analysis, threat of substitution is high because of the similarities between competitors. Internal rivalry in the industry is high as well. Consumers can vary between products. Bargaining power of buyers and suppliers are both low. A SWOT analysis of the company reveals other threats, such as the increased interest in healthy food options, inflation, and again, the threat of competition. External analyses also reveal opportunities in the market, some of which include expanding into new markets, leaning into the health food movement, and taking on new partners. An internal analysis of the Mars company reveals strengths and weaknesses. Mars's strength lies in their dedication to delivering accessible, affordable, high-quality products. Mars connects with their customers with a focus on transparency. Third-party contractors, retailers, research endeavors, in-person vet services, and their website allow maintenance of relationships with customers. Mars emphasizes the importance of innovation, utilizing research and development to continue a culture of empowerment. Global manufacturing facilities and targeted media campaigns allow them to reach global audiences. One strength of Mars's business model is their robust workforce. The company also has increased capabilities because of their durable supply chain, continuously working with partners to boost production and commit to preserving natural resources. Brand value is an intangible asset. Their diverse product portfolio extends to many different market segments. Payment for goods, acquisitions, and equity gains account for multiple sources of revenue. An internal analysis also highlights some of the company's places for improvement. One of these lies in the design of Mars products. This takes away a large segment of possible consumers for the brand. The use of controversial ingredients contributes negatively to their appeal. Some product recalls that the brand has experienced also lend to a poor image. While the size of the workforce has given Mars global recognizability, issues may rise due to the amount of warehouses and associates the company is responsible for. The brand is known for their transparency, but issues such as warehouse workers feeling unsafe led customers to believe they may not be as transparent as they claim. Lastly, Mars faces the longstanding issue of competition and continues to occupy a market where their products can be easily substituted.
Looking forward, Mars has competitive advantages from its quality and image differentiation, but also benefits massively from the fact that it is privately owned. This allows Mars unparalleled freedom to make creative and lucrative decisions. Mars' quality, image differentiation, and private ownership have led Mars into high firm performance and strong financial growth. Mars' commitment to quality is evident in their first principle. The consumer is our boss, quality is our work, and value for money is our goal. This commitment and the follow-through is a strong competitive advantage. Its dedication to quality permeates through all steps of product development through the Mars quality management process, a quality check process before the product output. Even with few product recalls, Mars is also dedicated to continued quality improvement. Mars' second competitive advantage is their image differentiation. Viewed as a family-owned company with strong ethics and values, Mars' image attracts consumers who share similar ethics. In fact, Mars was rated in 2018 and 2019 as one of the world's most ethical companies. Mars has a strong image of being sustainable and invests in practices and initiatives for ethics and sustainability. Mars' resolve to be sustainable has resulted in its climate action position statement with a target of zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050, and the company is well on their way to achieving this goal. Mars will continue to attract like-minded consumers who prioritize quality, ethics, values, and sustainability. Mars' performance is strongly influenced by being privately owned. As Mars is not publicly traded, it has maintained its privacy. The public knows little about the company, its founders, and its practices. Mars relies solely on profits without external influence and has freedom to make its own decisions. Therefore, they're able to input 90% of its profits back into the firm, focusing on R&D, innovation, quality, and maintaining its competitive nature. Such freedom includes creative decisions like focusing on pet care, not only food and confectionery brands. The prime example of this is Mars's $9.1 billion acquisition of veterinary group VCA, which accounts for 20% of Mars pet care revenue. By focusing on creative decision-making and capitalizing on the freedom of private ownership, Mars will continue to dominate the industry.
Strategy recommendations. First one, transparency and digital transformation. Critical that Mars continues to engage the customer as it has done through launching a digital transformation in the Microsoft Azure platform. This digital infrastructure integrates transparency and responsible data, AI, and digital technologies into Mars' global portfolio of all its business segments. Second, differentiate through sustainability. Champion and invest in sustainable solutions to help mitigate threats in an already fragile supply chain. Examples: water stewardship, end of deforestation, and traceability of raw materials. And finally, the third one, continue global expansion. Global presence gives Mars a competitive advantage as an early entry into European markets. This helped build brand recognition despite cultural, economic, and geographic distances. Mars should continue growing, expanding in Asia and Africa, as opportunity is greater in these regions due to population size, increase in the middle class. Expansion can be either through acquisition of local established companies or of forming alliances.